What's going on, guys? Mech here for another podcast episode. Been a minute since I done a podcast. As you can see, we've changed the name finally to just GreenMECH Podcast because I thought that the Mech Geeks Out or Mech Geeks Out podcast just wasn't a good name because I wasn't geeking out about anything. I was just talking about things, topics in my head and stuff like that. I wasn't really talking about anything geeky at all. So, name change sounded like it was a good idea. So anyway, last episode we were talking about how it's okay if it's not the right time. Like, it's important to know when it's not the right time to go for it and to chase your dreams and all that stuff. If it's not the right time, it's not the right time, and it's important to realize that. And kind of just moving forward with that in this episode, something that I heard a few days ago from Professor Broman on his podcast that really resonated with me, and something that I struggle with personally, and I think is something really important that I want to pass on to you guys, is that if you don't have the time to do that thing, or if you are feeling like you don't have the time available to you to chase your dreams, achieve that goal, whatever it may be, you gotta do what you can to make time. Now, something that I struggle with a lot personally is that I'll just kind of sit there and I'll complain, sometimes out loud, sometimes in my head, and I'll just go on and on about how, oh well, if this hadn't happened 10 years ago, or if I had found what I wanted with my life way back then, right out of high school, if I had it all figured out already, then I'd already be there, and I'd be happy and doing everything I want to do and be making plenty of money, and the list goes on, you know? And that does nothing to serve you at all. It doesn't help you. It doesn't get you any closer to where you want to be. If anything, it might make you, to be honest, it may even make you feel a little bit better, because it makes you feel like, yeah, you know, I'm getting, you know, crapped on because these circumstances have held me back, and, you know, because of those things, that's why things are bad. That's why I'm not where I want to be, and so I'm entitled to be pissed off and to not, you know, be happy where I'm at. And it kind of, like, weirdly, it makes you feel better, because it's like you can justify why you're not where you are. But then later on you just get mad all over again because you're still not where you want to be. And it's so hard, for me anyway. Maybe it's not hard for everybody. Sometimes it comes naturally to everybody else. Or, well, maybe not everybody, but it may come naturally to others, where it's like they see where they want to go, and they know that, you know, circumstances in their past could have held them back, made things go slower, and they say, okay, well, here's where I want to be. I want to be there in this amount of time. Let's go. And then there's others like me who tend to look back on their misfortunes and all the things that could have gone better in the past, so that they could be where they want to be already. And the thing is, the point I'm getting to here is, if there's somewhere you want to be in your life, if there's a goal or something you want to do, something you love, and you find that your current situation just does not allow for that to happen, whether it's financial or or you feel like you don't have time, or both, you need to take it upon yourself to say, okay, well, this is what I want. If you have a significant other, you need to discuss it with him or her and figure out, you know, how can I rearrange my life and do some certain things to create time and opportunity and quite possibly the finances to get where I want to be. Because I want to be happy. So I need to take these certain steps to get where I want to go and be happy. Because if there's something you want to do and you know it's going to make you happy and it's what you really want, well, you need to stop bellyaching about how you're not already in a good position to go there right now and figure out a way to get there. because no one's going to do it for you, and you know, the opportunity to get there isn't just going to fall in your lap. You know, some people that it works out that way, they're very fortunate and probably blessed, but it doesn't always work that way. And you're going to waste a lot of time waiting if you're going to do that. I've already done enough of that. I don't want to keep doing that. So it's really like, you know, you need to rearrange yourself and reverse engineer what you want to do. So if you look and see, this is what I want to do, you need to think, okay, what are all the steps I need to take to get there? Because I got to take action to get it to happen. And you're not going to get anywhere sitting there complaining that you're not already there, or that, you know, things didn't work out right in your past to get you there already now. So that's really the key, guys. You need to search for those ways that you can make it happen. If you need more money, if you can, work extra hours. If you have time, maybe pick up a part-time job. You know, go and look in your basement and go to yard sales, maybe a thrift store, and find things that you think might be of value and flip it online. You know, sell some of the crap you don't need if it's financial. You know, try your absolute best that you can to get that raise at work, or even ask for that raise. Sometimes that's all you need to do is just ask for it. But there's so many things you can do. Never stop thinking that there's something you can do, because there's always something you can do. And if you feel lost, if you feel like, you know, oh, I'm never going to get there, well, then you probably won't. You need to squash that kind of thinking and be positive and look for ways to make it work. And once you do, then put in the work when you find it. Like, you have to put in the work, and you have to try. There's no other way around it. You can't sit there and just wait for it to happen, because it's never going to happen if you do that. So that's it, guys. That's what's on my mind today. That's something I'm trying to implement in my life, and I'm sure many of you need to hear this message, and many of you are in the same position as I am. So you need to go out there and do, and you need to find ways to do if you're coming up in some struggles with how to get it done, and time and finances and all those things. So I thank you guys very much for listening to the podcast, and please leave it a nice rating if you enjoyed it, and if you did not, go ahead and leave the appropriate feedback and share it with someone who might need to hear it. I appreciate you guys very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.